Hey everybody, this is going to be the first video in a series of brief tutorials that just cover a specific part of the decaling process. So in this video, I'm going to cover drilling holes into the side of a helmet to allow for attachments such as this arc antenna from Culinary Customs to fit into the side of the helmet. So what you're going to need is a little hand drill. This is just a cheap hand drill. You can find them on Amazon. I might have some in stock on my site right now. I'm not sure if they're currently in stock at the moment. But getting one of these kits gives you a bunch of different sizes of drill bit. What I found to work best is to start with the 1.2 millimeter drill bit for the initial hole, and once you've got it all the way through the helmet, then bump it up to a 1.5 millimeter and just kind of widen the hole a little bit. For some reason, when I start with the 1.5 millimeter, the attachments just usually feel a little bit too loose inside. And so now the starting point is what's the most important. So you want to make sure that you get inside of that circle as best you can. You can see I've already started to just drill the hole on this one, but you want it to fit just in the middle of that circle on the side of the helmet. If you go too far outside of the circle, you'll risk just making the hole not hold on to the attachment properly, and so it'll fall out whenever you try to put it in. So I'm going to go ahead and start drilling, and I'll speed through the process. So what you're basically going to want to do is put the back piece spins, so you're going to want the back to be sitting against your hand, and then you're going to grip it on the little grip pad, and then put the drill up against the spot you're drilling into and just rotate it. So I'm going to go ahead and speed through this process, and then I will catch up with you once I finish. All right, so that didn't take me very long, but as you can see, I've drilled a hole all the way through the side of the helmet. And again, that was using the 1.2 millimeter drill bit. So I'm going to pull that out and replace it with a 1.5 millimeter to just expand the hole slightly. So like as you can see with this arc antenna, the hole isn't quite big enough for the antenna to fit into it. What I'm going to do is take this larger drill bit and just kind of gently, just gently, didn't tighten it quite enough, so the bit is spinning. Let's see. So we're just going to gently expand that hole. All right, so it should be wide enough to fit that antenna into. Let's see how it fits. Nice and snug, there we go. So as you can see, it's a fairly brief process. Sometimes you might want to have like a little random torso and head to stick into it to give you better grip on the helmet. Personally, I find that I can grip the helmet just fine as it is, and when you have a head inside, sometimes you can't tell once you've actually drilled through the helmet because you'll just start drilling into the head. So I personally find it easier to just hold the helmet as is and drill through. And you're normally going to want to do it before you apply the decals. So as you can see here, I've already got some Rex decals applied to this helmet. But typically, again, you're going to want to do it beforehand because it'll just make the process simpler, as you do run the risk of damaging the decal if you're drilling after application. So for characters such as like Captain Rex and like the ARC Trooper Echo, ARC Trooper 5s, they will have these arc antennas for the side of the helmet. So with those, you only want to drill one hole. But for designs such as like Devis or 327th Troopers and other stuff, you can You could equip these guys with a macro binocular from the Clone Armor Customs. And with this one, you're going to want to drill a hole in both sides of the helmet. As you can see, I've done that with this one. And again, I drilled the holes after applying these decals, and it did scrape it up a bit in the process. Now that's going to do it for this video. I am going to try to post a couple other tutorials just with some different little things that people had requested. But that's going to do it for this tutorial. Thank you for watching, and I hope it helped.